Welcome back to MTFC TV. Joining me this time is manager Martin Carruthers. Martin, a massive, and it can't be understated, a massive 1-0 win against Bamber Bridge today. What's your thoughts on the game?
Absolutely delighted. You know, we've given ourselves a chance going into Marine. You know, we thought we'd blown it away at Belper. You know, the points that we've lost this season, the games that we've drew, you know, may come back to haunt us, but, you know, to give the fans, the players, the management committee, you know, an opportunity to have a last gasp push, you know, on the final day of the season. Can't ask for any more. The lads have been unbelievable, you know, since me and Wayne came in. Everything they've asked, you know, they've done, they've completed, you know, and through all the adversity, injuries, red cards, players being away on a holiday, we've dealt with everything that's been thrown at us. So, you know, I think the lads and us deserve this opportunity to take to the last game, and, you know, whatever happens next Saturday, you know, it's been, you know, magnificent, you know, 5 months since me and Wayne came in, and, you know, it's been a pleasure to work with here, and the fans and the people. It's just been a ride. It's been emotional, but, you know, to still be in there with one game to go is something to be proud of.
I was really impressed today with Matlock's industry. There were a lot of closing down, a lot of hard work on and off the ball. Is that something you've really stressed in training is important?
Yeah, definitely. You know, certainly we wanted to press these high up the pitch today, and it involves hard work, it involves communication, it involves, you know, leadership out on the pitch. Still a lot of work to do. There was still lots of disjointment out there today, and, you know, I thought Bamber Bridge were a very good side. You know, and after 15 minutes, you know, there was only one team going to win it, and that was them. We couldn't get near them. But once we got a grip to the game, you know, we grew into it, and perhaps should have been 2 or 3 up at half time, but it wasn't to be. And once a game, it's been a 1-0 that scraped us over the line.
Speaking of Alburn and pressing and everything like that, comes in, steals ball off that defender, gets clipped all the way through, gets penalty. How are you feeling at that point when he's about to step up?
I had some banter with Al at half time. You know, I've managed, you know, numerous clubs, and there's been times when I've had lads taking penalties and I've not been able to look because I just didn't feel confident with him. He's got the utmost confidence, and, you know, in his set pieces and his penalties, and I'm convinced he's going to score every time, and I think he's that confident. He convinces himself. So, you know, he's been brilliant since me and Wayne came in, and, you know, he's been pivotal in the push for the playoffs.
A lot of positives to take away. Perhaps one very minor negative is the fact that the Gladiators didn't do more with taking and securing the leads, didn't get more goals on the board. Were you expecting more, or are you happy sometimes just to get the one and defend?
No, you know, we said at half time, 1-0's not enough for this team. That's why we brought Reece Dyche, obviously we brought Bradwell's in, Harry Wakefield, and obviously Demi. You know, you can't rely on 1-0s. You have to get 2, you have to get 3, because goals change games. You know, and if we look now, Alburn's our top scorer on 8 goals, and it's not good enough. You need, you know, you need at least 2 players on 10 plus, and you need a striker who's on, you know, 15, possibly 20 plus, and, you know, certainly that's what we're in the market for next season, and you know, I think we've already got that in Reece and Demi, but, you know, we'll be looking to add some more firepower, certainly from midfield as well, but also, you know, our defenders, our quality at times is very good, but we just seem to lack that desire to get on the end of these corners. It's something that we'll work on. It won't come quickly, but we've got a whole pre-season. We've got Monday and Wednesday to work on our set pieces this week, going into a huge game at Marine.
We've seen the goalkeeping situation be much discussion with the fans. Saul Deeney again today, keeping a clean sheet. Thought he was did really well, at what was asked of him. How difficult is it for you, that position where you've got 2 keepers who are both as capable as Jim and Saul are?
So difficult, and, you know, to be honest, I've had to leave Saul Milanovic out today after he played at Belper, and the hardest thing as a manager is leaving players out, particularly one of the good lads. Jim Pollard's a cracking goalkeeper. And, you know, they're tough decisions. He'd be a number 1 at most other clubs in this league. You know, I've been very selfish in wanting to have two goalkeepers. That's because I want what's best for the football club. And if it gets us in the playoffs and, you know, ultimately gets us promoted, then it's a good move. It's not been ideal for for Jim, but he's been the ultimate professional. His attitude's great. He's a great lad. But, you know, as a manager, you have to make tough decisions, and, you know, that's what I get paid to do.
Looking ahead now, a very tasty clash against Marine on the horizon. You've got a week, as you've said, get some time in training. How are you going to set this coming week up for the players?
It's going to be relaxed, it's going to be light-hearted, but yeah, we're going to work on fine detail now. You know, all the work's been done thus far. We'll do some plenty of crossing and finishing, put some fine detail on corners and free kicks that might be the difference between winning and losing the game and getting in the playoffs.
Mostly, I feel like I already know the answer to this, but I'll ask it anyway. Do you still strongly believe your side can make the playoffs this season? Yes,
I do. You know, Radcliffe and Hyde, you know, they've not been in great form, so hopefully one of them will slip up on Saturday, and we'll be there to pounce. And you know, if we can pull off a huge win at Marine, it'll be unbelievable. You know, to make the playoffs on the final day.
Thank you very much, Martin Carruthers.
Cheers, mate.